What's up, guys? This is patch notes for global counter side for May 24th. Okay, we have some bigger things this time around to go through. Definitely not a sleeper patch. So the first thing we're getting is the new substream, so another new side story. The next thing is new counter pass. We're getting, however you pronounce, I fucking hate her name. Biblida, I don't know. Not gonna even bother pronouncing it. But yeah, we're getting her, and she's meh. She meh. The only place I saw, or at least I saw her like, rating is good in guild co-op stuff, which kind of makes sense because she has skill haste debuff, so I'm assuming she's useful there because you want to delay the ulti on the boss, reduce it, delay it, whatever, right? So I can see her place being there. Plus she's a defense shredder or defense debuffer, so so that on top of it should help, right? So makes sense. But other than that, she's not that amazing. Not really used anywhere. And as always with counter pass, I think like even if you don't want the unit, even though like why not, material wise it's worth it, just for the mats themselves, pools, quartz you're getting. So in my opinion, definitely worth picking it up, even if you don't like the unit or you don't care about the unit much. So here they're talking about the counter pass, 10 missions for daily, weekly. You can reroll them, all that stuff. I don't know if they're changing it. I can't for the love of me remember if you always got 10 missions or not for both daily and weekly. Not sure. But yeah, maybe, if I'm understanding it right, maybe we will be able to get more experience now on a week-to-week basis, so not too bad. Now, another new unit, Ella. Now, Ella is interesting because she's another unit, a third one right now, at least in global, that has a counter built in. So just like Zhu Shuyang, she can counter, but she is a little worse with it, meaning she has her stuff on bigger cooldown, so she relies more on gear now than Zhu, and because she's ranged, she's gonna stay where your backline is staying, so basically her role is to protect the backline with the counter, not be in the front lines. So again, like pretty cool, I guess. Counter is a rare ability, so that's cool, but remember collab is coming in probably like 2 weeks or so. 2 to 3 weeks, I would say. Probably 3 weeks. So yeah, just keep that in mind before you decide to start pulling. Operator wise, I'm not gonna talk about them. Serena, good for PvP. Anastasia, I don't even know, to be honest. Don't care. Again, like, to me, operators are pay to win. Or not pay to win, like whale stuff. If you're summoning, that is, you can buy them just with planet points, 1 copy or whatever you need with ability, and you're done, PvE wise. So on to the next thing, new ship, Enterprise Quad. Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me check it really quickly. I'm pretty sure Enterprise Quad is actually pretty good ship, so I'm happy we're finally getting it. Yes, it's a good PvE ship, just like I thought. So yeah, definitely worth building, and I hope you have mats saved up for ships, because we are getting something that we'll talk about very soon. Challenge they just don't bother, honestly. Don't think anything here is usable. None of the units want you to get like super good gear anyway, so doesn't matter. Some improvements to gear stuff. I think the biggest one they talked about is that the gear will be like the enhancement modules will be stored in supply now instead of gear, meaning it will not like overflow your storage capacity, which is very nice. I think that's a really good change. There's some other changes with filters and other stuff. I'm not gonna go through all of that, just, you know, bunch of quality of life stuff. Lobby display, I think also quality of life stuff, so it doesn't matter. Controls, blah blah blah. Alright, new system. Like I said before, we're getting new stuff with ships. We are finally getting the imprints, the ship imprints. I've been fearing that shit for a long time. I don't like the fucking system, to be honest. But you know, it was unavoidable. It was common. I knew it would be happening relatively soon, and here it is. We're finally getting it. So basically, you will be able to imprint your ship 3 times, meaning you need 4 copies of the same ship to max it out. So like I said, I hope you've been saving the materials for crafting ships, because yeah, you will be definitely required to start building and imprinting, because some ships will have big advantage when they're imprinted. For example, the ship what it's called, the fucking Blue Bridge that drops the soldiers, the rush ship, right? It drops the soldiers. Now, interesting thing is that the soldiers are matched to the level of the ship, meaning if your ship is 130, it will drop level 130 soldiers, and the difference is pretty fucking big between level 100 soldiers and level 130 soldiers. Like, those motherfuckers are chunky. So I would say like Blue Bridge definitely is one of the best ships you can imprint, just because of that. Now in PvP, I don't know how much value it will give you, because that ship probably, I mean, it already is banned very often, but it probably will be banned even more now. So, but PvE wise, it will definitely help. Those soldiers will be tanking way more stuff now, and they will be dishing out more damage too. So yeah, ship imprints a thing. Then you can reroll the stats on those imprints. So after you get your first, second, and third imprint, you will be able to get your stats on those imprints. So overall, you'll be able to have like 3 different sections, you can call it, of substats. I don't remember if you get only 1 substat or you get 2 substats per module. I don't remember. I wish they showed a picture of the module with substats as an example. But yeah, all you need to know is it's very much casino, okay? Because you'll be re-rolling that stuff and it costs. So hopefully you've been, you know, gathering the black boxes and other materials to re-roll as well. So not only you have to build copies, but then you also need to waste materials to re-roll it. So I've been stockpiling a lot of ship stuff for months now. So like I have a lot of materials prepared for one-thirding few ships if I want to, and then re-rolling the modules as well. So alright. Another thing that's getting added in dive is dive 51 to 55. Again, I don't like dives, man. I really don't. So now we'll have additional 5 to climb. I'm not excited about it. Hopefully it's not gonna be that big of a pain. So we'll see. The nice thing that they finally decided to fucking add in, which should have been here from the very start, is if you fail the dive exploration, it will return you the permit. So you no longer have to worry about, you know, getting bad RNG on auto or I don't know, maybe on boss fight or whatever, and you lose your ticket and you get nothing. No longer a case. If you fail or you see that your run will fail, you can just exit early and restart the run without losing your ticket. So that's very nice. Now another thing is operator command skill up. So when you combine them, now in all tiers you will have it as 100%. I feel like that's a big deal. I didn't play much with operators, but I feel like that is a big deal. I'm trying to remember. I think the SSR operators always had 100%, but below that it was like 75% and 50 or something. I think. So overall, like either way, whatever it was, now it's 100% across all rarities, so a very good change. Another thing they're doing is with the tactical update, now you will be able to select multiple copies of the same unit to imprint. Finally, we only had to wait like fucking 3 months for that, over 3 months. So for most people this is irrelevant now, but cool for people that, you know, will come back or new. I guess new people wouldn't use it that much either. I guess like you wouldn't be probably sitting on multiple copies in many cases, but yeah, I mean most people are done with that shit. So but again, good that they added it, I suppose. Anything else? There's some quality of life stuff, pop-up adjustments. You'll be able to scout multiple units, if I'm not mistaken, is what this means. So when you recruit or scout for data, I think now you can do more than just one. So if you have a lot of them, you'll be able to craft in one go multiple copies of unit. Button improvements, blah blah blah. Tags for monsters, blah blah blah. Event decks, don't care. Mainstream EXP, there's some EXP added to mainstream. Fixes, co-op battle improvements, gear tier changes. Let's see, so change the gear tier. Okay, they misspelled it. The gear tier dropped from military supply acquisition, expert recruitment to T5. Military supply acquisition. That is military supply acquisition. Okay. I don't know what that means. Are they talking about the advanced gear material? Or maybe they're talking about boxes of gear? I'm not sure. We'll see, I guess. We'll see what it means exactly. Buff stuff, visibility in battle, danger close, bug fixes, an employee pool, Clarif added. Okay. That's it for the patch itself. Now, on to the dev notes. I'm actually pretty happy that we're getting dev notes relatively often. It feels like every month, I think. Every month, or yeah, I think around every month we're getting one, which is nice. I think it definitely helps because you feel like there's some communication in terms of like what they're planning and what they're doing, right? So, so here, most of this will correlate to patch notes already. So, for example, the equipment stuff. That's exactly what they were talking about. The filters and the enhancement modules not taking storage or not taking equipment space, instead sitting in the storage, that kind of stuff. So so yeah, that correlates the information about opponents, so it would be clear, like more visibility basically in terms of like what you will be facing and stuff like that. System improvements, I think this is about Dupes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Dupe stuff. Then scout system, again, the ability to scout more than one unit in like one go. The operator command skill 200%. Yeah, SR rarity or lower operators can achieve 100% success. So yeah, I was right. SSR had always 100%, but below they had lower. So I was right. Profile image doesn't matter. Dive settings or improvements doesn't really matter too much. Danger close. Okay, so it will begin now on the day of maintenance instead of the first day of each month. So, and we stick to the same rule, which is 3 weeks of danger close and then 1 week to close the the score. Okay. Alright, and then in June, awakened employees will now receive effects from the team up buffs. So, awakened units will be more pushed, or, you know, enforced to, like, well, not really enforced, but like, you know, they want you to be able to use the awakened units as well, basically, not just, you know, low cost, high damage burst units to get this shit done faster, right? So that's nice. Again, like I said before in one of the videos, I want to use awakened units because those are the coolest ones. So it sucks that we couldn't really use any pretty much in the danger close. Hopefully with the team up buffs now, we will see 1 or 2 awakened units here and there in danger close. I think that's nice. Co-op battle improvements. I don't think it matters. Right, so you can exit practice mode. I didn't even know that you couldn't. So that's good. Now gauntlet skin stuff. So you can get apparently a copy of the skin, which is kind of weird to me. But if you receive a copy now of the gauntlet skin, it will be changed to an exclusive frame instead. So getting a second copy will not be wasted. Instead, you'll get a frame for it. So I'm not sure if that frame will only be accessible through getting second dupe, or you will be able to like get it any other way. But yeah. What else? The last thing is the pickup recruitment. So, if I'm understanding it correctly, this banner is basically a regular banner, the standard banner, right? Except you can select which unit you actually want when you hit 150, and you can do it up to 3 times. So, you can go on the normal banner, you can check what units the normal banner has and which ones you're missing, and you'll be able to select 3 of them, which is pretty cool. However, like always, I feel like I've been repeating this shit a lot, but collab. Collab in June, so soon, and this seems like a big bait to waste all of your pulls on this and then not have enough potentially for the collab stuff, because we still do not know exactly how the how this will look like, the pulling stuff for collab, if we'll have to pull or not at all. So yeah, I would just, you know, I would be cautious basically. I don't think I'm missing anything personally that I care about. I guess from stuff I do not have is like Revenant maybe for soldiers. I don't really care too much, but I know she popped up here and there, and I was kind of like, it sucks I don't have her. I would like to grab Jaina for waifu purposes, but it's hard to like try pulling right now, because again, like if collab is coming, then you want all of the pulls you can get. I'm 232 pulls right now, so by the time collab hits, I doubt I'll be 300, but with average luck, I should have enough for 2 pities. I don't think I'll have 2 worst case pities. I doubt I'll hit 300, but yeah, I still should have enough. Hopefully to get units. Awaken wise, if we have to actually summon on her, I'm probably just skipping, even though, yeah, it's a limited unit, but I care about the waifus that are coming relatively soon, way more than missing on a unlimited awaken unit that I'm probably not gonna really use either. I think she looks pretty ugly. But yeah, that's about it for the patch notes. Decent amount of stuff again coming on here. I think the biggest takeaways are definitely the dupes for ships. Like, it's like the biggest system. There's a lot of quality of life stuff, so not too bad. I'm assuming the rearm Gaion, for people that care and are waiting like me, I'm assuming she's next week, so the very last day. I thought about it on last video, like week ago. I was like, technically she could be in 2 weeks, because it would be like the last or second to last day. And I was like, yeah, I guess she could have been at the very end, and I feel like she probably will be, and yeah, there it is. She's not coming right now, so she has to be next week then. On 30th, well, 31st, I guess, technically. So, yeah. Alright, that's it from me. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.